Have you ever wondered why you're losing friends? Why people walk away without reason? Why you feel completely alone, even when you're doing everything right? Listen, you're not being punished. You're being prepared. Because before God promotes, He isolates. Before He shows you off, He hides you. And before He elevates, He separates. You're not forgotten. You're being forged. Just like Joseph, betrayed, abandoned, sold, but all of it was alignment, not rejection. Stay tuned. This might explain everything you're feeling right now. There are moments in life jab, sab, kuchtik, chow ra, hodahai, fur akanak log door, ho jadhain, dasalag ho jadhain, rishta tajadahai, or aap sakni lag ho. Main kia galakia? But what if this isn't a setback but a setup? There are moments in life when everything seems fine, and then suddenly, people leave, friendships fade, relationships break. You start asking yourself, what did I do wrong? But what if this is a rejection? What if it's redirection? In today's video, we're diving deep into a hidden divine pattern, a pattern where God doesn't just bless people. He breaks them, separates them, prepares them, and then elevates them. You may have heard the story of Joseph in the Bible, betrayed by his own brothers, thrown into a pit, sold as a slave. But in the end, he rose to power and purpose. This isn't just a Bible story. This might be your story. Watch till the end, because this could be the confirmation you've been praying for. Joseph was just a teenager when he had a dream, a divine vision that one day he would rise, that one day others would bow before him. But instead of applause, he faced attack. His own brothers, the people who should have protected him, became jealous. They didn't understand his calling, so they threw him into a pit and sold him into slavery. Imagine that, being betrayed by your own blood, not for what you did wrong, but for the favor God placed on your life. From that moment on, Joseph's life became a journey of divine separation. He was pulled away from his family, his comfort, and his identity. He ended up in Egypt, a foreign land, unknown language, unfamiliar people. He served as a slave in Potiphar's house. Then came false accusations, and he was thrown into prison, from a dream to a dungeon. But here's what most people miss. Every step of Joseph's pain was positioning. The pit didn't cancel his purpose. It activated it. God wasn't punishing Joseph. He was preparing him. In the prison, Joseph learned to manage. He learned patience, wisdom, and leadership, skills he would later need. When he was suddenly pulled out of prison and made second in command of all Egypt. Yes, the same Joseph, who was once left for dead, now feeding nations, separated to be elevated. You see, sometimes God has to isolate you to insulate you, to get you away from distractions, to break your dependency on people so you can finally depend on Him. Like Joseph, maybe you're in a pit right now. Maybe you've been rejected, lied about, or left alone. But that doesn't mean it's over. It means your journey has begun. Because when God gives you a high calling, He allows deep crushing, not to destroy you, but to build the strength required for your assignment. Years passed. Joseph had every reason to be bitter, but he chose to stay faithful, not to his situation, but to his God. He didn't let the pit define him or the prison limit him, because deep down he knew, if God gave the dream, God will open the door. And one day, suddenly, the same Pharaoh who ruled Egypt had a dream no one could interpret. Joseph was called from the dungeon. In one divine moment, he went from forgotten to favored, from prisoner to prime minister. And then came the full circle moment. His brothers, the same ones who betrayed him, came to Egypt during a famine and bowed before him, just as the dream had said. But Joseph didn't take revenge. He said something powerful. What you meant for evil, God used for good. You see, God will use your rejection as redirection. He'll take the very pain meant to break you and make it your platform. So if you're in a lonely, dark place right now, just remember Joseph. You're not being buried. You're being planted. Your rise is coming. Stay faithful. Stay ready. Listen closely. Separation isn't just a phase. It's a test. And many people fail right before their breakthrough because they can't handle the loneliness. They run back to toxic friendships. They chase validation from people God already removed. They try to fix what God broke on purpose. But here's the truth. If you return to what God called you out of, you'll delay your destiny. When Joseph was in prison, he could have given up. He could have cursed God, lost faith, become bitter. But he didn't, and that's why he rose. This is a warning to your soul. Don't quit in the separation season. It's not a rejection. It's alignment. God is pruning you, not punishing you. Because if you let your emotions drive you, you will miss what was meant to change your life. So, hold on. You're being tested for elevation. Don't fail the test. Stay alone if you must. Stay hidden if you must. Because when it's time, God will call you out, just like Joseph. If this message touched something deep in your heart, it's not a coincidence. This video found you for a reason. Maybe you've been feeling lost, forgotten, isolated. But now you know God separates to elevate. You're not in the wrong place. You're in the perfect place for transformation. Just like Joseph, you're being hidden, tested, refined. But your time is coming, and it's closer than you think. So don't go back to what broke you. Don't chase what God removed. Stay planted. Stay faithful. Because when God is silent, He's not absent. He's setting the stage. Your elevation will be sudden. Your story will be different. If you're going through this season, comment below. I receive this. I'm chosen. Let the enemy know you're not quitting. You're rising. And if this message helped you, share it with someone else who needs hope today. Because chosen ones don't walk alone. We rise together. This was your confirmation. Now walk in it.